Hi crafty friends, Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today I'm creating a layout for the My Creative Scrapbook design team and I am using the August main kit. Now if you haven't seen the kit, I will leave a link to my unboxing down below in the description box. So today I'm starting off with a sketch. Each month a sketch is provided with your kit, and this month the sketch was created by Laura Creates, and I love this sketch. It has one photo and you can see there's some circle elements. I have one photo that I'm going to document today, and this is a picture of myself when we were at Rocky Mountain National Park several years ago. Now these colors are my inspiration. The whole kit is really filled with these colors. So I pulled out some paints from my Shimmers Paints collection that I think will pair nicely with these. And I know it's really hard to appreciate on camera, like the shimmer and shine that you see in these paints, but I've chosen these three. So the first color there on the top is Jenny B Blue. It's a Vibes. It's that teal color. I've got Rustic Charm Twinklings, it's that more peachy color on the bottom, and then Mysterious Green Vibes, which is the green there in the center. I've got two pieces of like a generic watercolor paper, and then I'm using the bottom one there as my one from scrapbook.com. It's their mixed media paper. So for the twinklings, I do need to spray a little bit of water into the paint pan there to activate it. And I'm also taking a paintbrush here and I'm going to add a little bit of water to each of my pieces of paper. I'm starting off with that Jenny B Blue Vibes, and Vibes have bold, vibrant look instantly. They're super rich spray paints with deep color right from the first spritz. The next one I have here is Mysterious Green. So again, this is a Vibes, and this is my all-time favorite green. I use this all the time for like die cutting leaves and things like that. So what I'm doing is I'm painting some pieces of cardstock to really stretch my kit. So I needed some circles, but I was being a little stingy with my pattern paper. I love it all so much, and I didn't want to cut anything down into circles, and I didn't really have scraps at this point. So this is how I thought I could stretch my kit just a little bit further. Now this color is called Rustic Charms. It's a Twinklings, and it's solid watercolor pans that you activate with water. They're really creamy and they have tons of shimmer and pigment. So I set that aside to dry. It's really hard to see the shimmer and shine, but it's there. Now, if you're interested in Shimmers paints, you can add my name, Melissa Minor, when you place your order, and they will send you a free paint. So thank you for all those that either shop my links or mention my name. Speaking of listing my name, did you know that if you subscribe to the My Creative Scrapbook kit and add my name, they will also send you a free gift? All right, I'm just using some various hole punches, and you know what? I just got these recently, so I'm excited to use them. I got lots of different sizes, so I'm just going to punch out tons of circles. I might not use all of these on this layout, but I can put them with my kit. And if I need some little circle places for like embellishment clusters or things like that, just little doodads here and there, I will have them already cut out and ready to go with my kit. I am taking a little bit of time to distress the edges of each of these with my edge distressing tool, and you often see me do that. I just love that look that it gives. You know, maybe it's a fad, I don't know, but it's kept up with me for several years now, and I just love that distressed look. So I've got those all ready to go. I'm going to set those to the side, and I'm going to start working on my layout. Now, I went into my Cricut design space, and I already had a scribble circle already saved, and so I decided to use that. So this was my personal one. They have them in Cricut design space like free that you can download. You could also use a marker or a pen and just, you know, make a circle using like a plate or something. I've also done it where I have used a pencil and made a line and then stitched on that line, but I'm kind of being a little bit lazy on this one. And so I decided to use my Cricut and let it do the work for me. But you'll notice my paper, it wasn't quite big enough, and so it has like a little lump in the side of my scribble circle. But I know that's going to be covered up, so I'm just going to be strategic about how I place that down on my layout so that you can't see that little mishap there on the bottom left of the circle. I am using just what little scraps I have of this pattern paper, and I use the cut apart card there, and I'm just making some layers, not worrying about they have to be the perfect size. Sometimes I think, oh, I've got a 4x6 photo. I need to have a 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 scrap. And so I'm, trying to be a little more open to trying new ideas. And so this is one of the ways I'm doing that, is by just adding some different layers of different strips and sizes. And I really like that like messy look that it has of all these layers behind it. Now, for some reason, I didn't like the way that the bottom right corner looked, and so I'm gonna take quite a bit of time here and try to make this like rust red color work. I turn it and twist it and try all the things, and then I'm looking for another piece of paper. I'm like, it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. And I do end up making it work, not exactly in the way that I thought it was going to, but I decided to line it up kind of on the bottom and just having it stick out along the bottom part. So, and I want it so that you can't see the words, because I really just want this layer as another layer of color to add to my photo. So I can't believe I left this all in here. So you can see I took quite a bit of time trying to make that decision, and here we go. I'm like, yep, that's what it is. There we go. That's good. So I'm gonna glue that down. I still have that open corner, which bothers me, but I will add my circles there because looking at my sketch, there were 2 large circles over there, so it's not even going to matter. Okay, so let me get my scribble circle all in place here and then get these circles in the corner so that I can get over this section. So I will go ahead and use a couple of these, and I love how I was able to create my own embellishments to go with this page to create this design. And I think in the end that you can't tell that they didn't come with the kit. Like, I love them. Here's a little green one I'm gonna add, and I'm making this all one layer so that I can move it around, because at this point I'm not sure if I want to add any more mixed media or what exactly I want to do with the layout. I know I have the sketch and that's where it started. All right, so I think that looks pretty good. And looking at the sketch, it looks just like it. All right, so in the sketch, there were a couple circles up at the top. So I'm gonna repeat that and add a couple circles up here, get that part done because I know that that's how that looked. So we'll add a little bit of color up here. I love that like teal and peachy color. I actually love all of the colors in this collection. They've really surprised me. At first I was a little unsure, but the more and more I work with this kit, I've absolutely fell in love with it. And these are like my favorite pages I've made in a long time. I don't know if you're a scrapbooker, I don't know if you say that too. You're like, this is my favorite page ever. I tend to say that like every month, and every month I'm like, yep, I love this one. I don't know. All right, so there's my circles up there, and let me get this little scribble circle glued down and my photo glued down. So I'm going to bring in a little bit of Nuvo Deluxe glue because it's got like that fine point on the end. So I'm able to add the glue and get that tacked down. Now I didn't put a ton of glue on it because I know my photo is going to go over it and tack it down even better. So we'll add a little bit of glue to the back of the photo. I think I switched glues here. Nope, I'm not going to add it down yet. So I'm going to bring in a couple more circles because I think that they're ready to put down. Here is my tacky glue. So I feel like my Nuvo Deluxe glue is like my good glue. And so I tend to save it a little more and just use it when necessary, absolutely necessary. And then my tacky glue is like my everyday glue that I can use for anything. So I did add my photo down good. Now I'm going to add a couple circles to the bottom because on the sketch there were a few more circles down here, and so I already know where those go, so we'll get those in place, and then we can start playing with all the fun embellishments that were included in this kit. Now I don't think it needs a whole lot more embellishing. Looking at the sketch, it looks like there's just like a cluster over to the left hand side, maybe a little bit up at the top, and then that's it. So I've pulled out this little camper. Now, were we camping? No, we stayed in a nice Airbnb, but it kind of goes with the vibe, right? And you don't always have to be so literal when you're scrapbooking, But this little piece that says National Park, I thought that was perfect because we were at Rocky Mountain National Park. So I'm going to add the sun and the National Park up here. Now, I wish I would have glued the sun up just a little bit further. I think it should have been up more off the top of the photo. I tried to lift it up and it didn't lift up. So this is what we get. I'm going to add a little bit of foam to the back of my camper. Now this foam, I think it might be 1mm. It's not my favorite. My favorite foam is 2mm because I love the extra thickness that just another layer gives. But I'm using up what I have, so we'll put this down. So I think when you look at it on camera, it almost looks like it's not even raised up on foam, but it is. It's just very thin foam. All right, I love the way that looks, and I think I can add a little height here to this cluster by adding this little tag, and I'm looking for colors. So here's like a little camping scene, and then this little ticket says you are here, so I thought that was cute. And then that gives just a little height and, you know, just something extra to this cluster over here. So I love that. I do think that that bottom right corner needs something. Now, this is my favorite piece of ephemera in the whole kit. It's like this road with it in a heart. And so I fussy cut that out thinking I would use it, but I don't end up using it on this layout. My title is going to be from the sticker sheet, and it says Explore More, Worry Less. So a small title, but I love that, and it totally makes sense for this layout. I mean, when I saw these mountains, this was my first time in Colorado a few years ago, and I was just in awe. I was like, wow, you know, it's just so gorgeous, and I had never seen mountains like that. It's so pretty. So I had a great time exploring. I'm looking for an embellishment to go over here in this right corner, and here's this puffy tree. I tried to use it on my last layout and it didn't work, and I'm glad it didn't because I think it looks perfect here. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the back. Now it was sticky, but I did remove the stick off with my powder tool, and I like to do that so that I can I can move things around like die cuts. I used my little magnet there and to hold it down, and here I found just like a little wavy piece, a little scallop. It's called scallop. Put a little scallop piece over there just to add a little more interest to the side of the photo. Then I decided I wanted to bring in some color. Oops, sorry, my head's in the way. And so I found this sticker on the sticker sheet, and this is a border sticker. And so since I already had those circles glued down, I'm having to tuck it down and behind where those are. But I'm really glad I added this because I think it adds the color that it needed. So in this sketch, it looks like maybe it was matted on a darker cardstock, but I didn't do that. So here is how I'm fixing that. And I thought about maybe adding this little, I think I've got this little stripy sticker part left. I think about adding it over here, but it doesn't work. So I do end up adding it. I'm trying someplace. I'm going to try to add it under here just to give a little more color. So I'm going to take the stick off of it first so I can move it around and see where I like it best. And I think I like it here, but I feel like it makes more sense to add it under the camper tire, like maybe it's a road. And so I'm going to add it down here. So I'll get some glue and we'll just tuck that in. Oh, while I was doing that, one of my little green circles moved around, so we'll get that tucked back in. And so I will glue this little sticker strip right underneath the tire. And I like the way that looks. And it just gives another layer. Perfect. So let me go ahead and grab the tape runner and we'll get that glued down. And then looking at this, I feel like the bottom now needs a sticker. I wish I would have had two. And actually I could have cut, now that I'm thinking about it, I could have cut that top one in half and used half for the top and half for the bottom, but I didn't. And so I'm going to use the other sticker that was on the other, full border sticker. Whew, words are hard today. The other border sticker and put that along the bottom. And even though it's a different color, I like it. It's like, a mappy type thing. And so I think that looks really cute along the bottom. But now that I'm thinking about it, I like the idea of cutting the sticker in half. And I might do that on my next Simple Stories kit because that's a great way to stretch your kit as well a little bit further, since, you know, a lot of this design is stretching our supplies by adding, you know, the painted ones that we did. All right, so I got that in place. So let me just trim off the excess here. And it looks super cute. I don't know that there's a lot more that I need. I am going to take a look at the sticker sheet and see if there's anything else I need. And I found these little flowers, and so I'm just going to sprinkle those around the layout, and I think that looks cute. So, and it also brings in a little more color to each of my clusters. So then the finishing touch, after I look at all these stickers, is I'm going to go back to my Shimmers paints, and I want to add a few splatters. So I'm going to bring in that Rustic Charms Twinklings, that peachy color, and I want to add some shimmer and shine all around the layout. And I wish that the camera could really pick up what these layouts look like in person, because when I add these splatters to the page, I know you can't see it on camera, but when I hold my layout and like tilt it a little bit in person, it's so shimmery and shiny. So I love adding, you know, the different formulations of the paint just to give it that extra something something, and I love that. And it's an easy, inexpensive way to do that too. So I'm going to add a few splatters, here and there, and then that's really going to finish up the layout. So if you've enjoyed this layout, I hope you'll hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. And if you don't already follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, I would love for you to follow me on those platforms as well. Don't forget to check out the My Creative Scrapbook website, because this is not only a kit they have. They have this kit, which is the main kit. They have the limited edition kit, an album kit, a creative kit. I mean, there is a kit for everyone. So be sure to check out the website, and maybe you'll want to subscribe to 1, 2, or all of them. If you have any questions about the kit subscription, you can drop them below. I'd be happy to get back with you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.